Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the Gamer Ray Podcast. I'm alongside Justin and Tim.
How's it going?
Hey, everybody.
And of course, I'm Tim as well. And this week we are discussing some mythological creatures, the Naga.
Yeah, these guys are actually pretty cool. To read about even their the depictions of them.
Well, it's
The drawings are cool.
It's basically like if you don't know what a Naga is, like I didn't know what a Naga was before doing this episode. I want to be honest. I mean, I heard the name, but I didn't know what they really were.
That's because you're not a true gamer like I am. All right. That's all.
That's a good point.
No. I like women. But
because I didn't know what they were either.
But it's basically like if you don't know what a Naga is, they'll give you an image. It's like Medusa, kind of. It's very Medusa-like.
Technically speaking, she's classified as a Gorgon, but yeah.
But it's similar, I mean, it's similar look to it.
And, but if it was in the Buddhist pantheon, I guess it would probably be considered
a
Naga.
Yeah, it'd be a Naga. Yeah.
Just that she's Greek is all.
Oh, so she's oily and shit.
Those were just really nasty dreadlocks on top of her head.
Is that what they were?
Yeah. They weren't snakes.
Well, she was able to bend them after a while and make them look like snakes. That motherfucker's got crusty. So today we're discussing the Naga, right? And Naga is a Sanskrit word for serpent. And that's all going to make sense here in a little bit. Because it's like right on the nose. As far as the description is concerned, like a name, it's right on the nose. And in the religions of Buddhism and Hinduism, the Naga are like a class of semi-divine beings, right? That are half cobra and half human. Now, one thing I noticed too is like it doesn't tell you like which half is which, and I don't know what's scarier. Like, would it be like from a cobra up from the waist with like human legs? Because that's fucking
that would
insane
be
looking.
Far more terrifying. I'm going to be real with you.
Yeah, that would definitely be far more terrifying.
Dude, that is so
I would
even creepy
I would
to think
shit
about.
myself.
Like, I'm thinking about it right now, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
One of the sad part is that if it was a female, there's some dude that'd still be like,
"Yep,
I'd hit it.
I'd hit that."
You're looking at him. You're talking to him right here. I'm recently divorced, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's rough out there.
Kind of just give a quick look around
for an aging ginger. It's fucking rough out there, man. I mean, but mostly like the beings are associated with water, right? Like wells and seas, your lakes and rivers.
Yeah,
but they're always guarding like some sort of like amazing treasure. You know what I mean? Like shit that like mortals aren't never supposed to have. That's kind of like their task,
the
kind of hoarding like dragons kind of do.
Like dragons and was it gold? They hoard gold and shit.
Yeah, they hoard gold and gems.
Why? I never understood.
They like shiny shit, man.
Is that it?
Yeah.
They don't have like a currency, like a dragon.
They must all be female.
No.
What are female?
They must all be female if they like shiny stuff. I mean,
shiny rocks.
It's like, ooh.
And if there's any women listening, we love you very much.
Yes.
Please keep listening. Jesus. And I mean, like the rituals that are devoted to these supernatural beings have been practiced for like 2 millennia. I mean, so these dudes aren't new on the block.
Yeah, they've been around.
They're super old, man. Like ancient, like old school ancient kind of shit, And I mean, even to this day, though, Naga, or like you said, you fucking nerd, in video games, which I always thought if I ever played one, I saw one, I was like, oh, it's a Medusa creature.
Yeah, I would have instantly thought the same thing.
I never said, oh, that's a fucking Naga.
That's because you haven't played enough World of Warcraft.
Be honest. Did you look up what Nagas were because it sounds Japanese?
No, actually, I didn't.
You fucking weed. Is that why you looked?
No, I've known with Naga.
See, like Nagasaki. See, it's close.
Be like Naga-chan.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
No,
you looked it up because you thought it was Japanese.
Thought
I
for
saw
sure it was
that.
some kind of anime.
I saw this creature in a hentai. And I wanted to talk about it immediately.
Man over here spitting facts right now.
All right, so back to the original story, right? The Nagas were thought to be able to like assume like an either full human, a full serpent, or like we said, like a kind of like a mix of the two, right?
Yeah.
They never really said like what they look like as far as what's on top and what's on the bottom. But I assume based off the pictures and shit, it's human top,
Yeah.
snake body. You know what I mean?
Well,
Kind of
depending on
like a
the-
minotaur is man up top and horse at the bottom. That seems to be like our
Yeah.
mermaid is a fish at the bottom and a person on top. I mean, that kind of seems
Yeah.
Depending on like
because it's more relatable, I think.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
know?
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Depending on like the description, there were some that was they're kind of hard to think about, but they have multiple hoods like cobras.
Hmm.
So it'll be
Okay.
like the head and then a bunch of other heads coming out.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. So like when the hoods pop up, like when a cobra like tries
but then
to
it'll be like
hypnotize you and shit.
multiple ones.
Yeah.
But honestly, for me, it's just easier to think of just the one head.
You think they live in like a basket?
Like a really big one.
Can you like charm them out of there with like a flute and shit?
That's their only weakness.
Yeah. Is a flute
Yeah.
and a man in a diaper and a turban.
You about to die and you pull out a flute and they're just sitting there mesmerized,
Hey, Aqualung.
swaying back and forth. Ian Anderson's coming out. Oh, especially with the way he dresses.
And
God,
like
yeah,
skipping and shit. I could just
yeah, he completely fit in.
like the fucking Pied Piper of the Naga. I mean, there are stories of the Naga being extremely dangerous to humans, which, if you can't imagine, fucking snakes are horrifying creatures, anyways. But
Well,
often
yeah, I mean-
enough, I mean, they were thought to be like beneficial to to human race for a lot of different reasons, right? And like in a bit of duality, though, like the creatures were said to be able to bring rain, fertility to the land, and prosperity, to all those people that work their ass off all day, every day in those fields, which is
Yeah.
fucking hard ass work, dude. And I'm happy I don't have to do that. I can tell you
Oh,
that
yeah,
shit
you
right
could.
now.
No,
Nothing
especially
but
back
respect
then
for
with
farmers.
no machinery or anything like that.
No, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
What did they have? Well, did they
Well,
use
they would have
cows?
had like. I
Weren't they
think had
against that?
cows.
Aren't the Hindus the ones that don't eat?
No, they're
cows?
against eating them. I don't think they're necessarily against using them for like that.
No, they'll work them to death though. Is that is that what you're telling me?
Plowing them fields.
They just let them die. Like, well, we're not gonna eat it, so I guess it's just gonna lay there. But
You
on the flip
forget
side
it.
of that, though, like besides bringing like rain and making everything fertile, they were said to also be responsible for like when like just horrific droughts would happen, or like on the flip side of that too, like the polar opposite, like a destructive flood comes through and just wipes everything out.
Yeah, kind of like if you pissed them off,
Yeah,
didn't give enough offerings, that kind of thing.
yeah, it's your basic, some sort of deity getting all pissed off because somebody didn't worship him correctly.
Correctly hard
Yeah.
enough.
You know what I mean? So now they got to punish everyone
I mean,
for it.
And you got to think about it like this, because they're semi-divine and they were known to have short tempers.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it probably wasn't hard to piss one off.
I mean, you're half snake.
Yeah. I mean, you're already half.
Whenever
It's
you ever-
already not
yeah,
going
when-
good.
Whenever have you ever met like a chill snake?
Never.
Yeah,
Where it
never.
was just like, yeah. All right, yeah, you can sit next to me.
Yeah, never.
I met some chill dudes wearing snake, but never like an actual snake. I mean, never.
Snake's got a rough life, man.
I
They ain't got
mean,
time to be chill.
it's just awful. Being half fucking snake, dude. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And so, like, when the Nagas were seen, though, they were described as like these wonderful, like powerful, but like kind of like put you in awe because they were, like splendid and they were very proud creatures. They, I don't know, it seems kind of arrogant when I think about it. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
I mean, even the females were considered, that their beauty enchants any mere mortal.
Yeah.
Who basically lays eyes on them. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
how can you be that gorgeous and half snake?
You can't be.
That's why they never show,
That's how you know their
There's
story
always
is
from the
shit,
waist
not
up.
true.
Yeah, it's always from the waist up. Then when you're too close, it's too late.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know. I mean, I am a breast guy, you know.
Oh man, yeah.
I can compartmentalize that whole lower half of yours. It's fine.
I can squint,
Yeah.
cut off half the.
Just always look up as I'm walking
I'll
around.
just squint real hard and cut off half my vision. So when you did see them though, it was like this. It was like this almost. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a spiritual event,
awakening.
Yeah. And I mean, that's of course if you weren't just completely terrified that you're like talking to like a half guy, half cobra, fucking thing just standing there looking at you.
I mean, if you're going back that far, a lot of times people were like, the stories of them would be like, it was all inspiring to see a divine creature. So you'd have that like love and fear at the same time.
Yeah.
So
for
I
sure.
would think so too. I mean, literally, man, if you ever laid eyes on one, you'd be like, holy shit.
But
I mean, shit is true.
I know that I know I've been doing this a lot already, but I'm really worried about the description of how they looked. It's really, I got to wrap my mind around it. So is it like a full grown man that goes into like the size of a regular
cut their
snake?
legs off and attach a snake body.
So it's like a huge snake. If it was a real snake, it'd be
It's
like
a big
fucking
fuck
humongous
off snake.
Yeah, it's
Bigger
gotta
than
be
like an
humongous.
anaconda kind of.
So they don't have like a little snake body and then like
No.
a human.
No.
Okay.
It'd be like that snake in Conan, bro. Like that's how big that snake would have to
Okay.
be.
All right. I'm serious. Like I don't know what they look like besides what I saw. You know what I mean? Like a fucking 3,000-year-old picture.
Yeah, it's
that would look ridiculous. A full grown body with a little tiny snake.
you ain't getting around very fast. I'll tell you that.
No.
No, it would depend on because they could either be a full snake, some of them could be full human shaped,
right?
Or that half and half.
Yeah. If
half
you're gonna go for one,
more, half and half's probably more for like shock and awe.
Yeah, or
like if you're gonna present yourself,
lower level version or something, maybe. You know what I mean? Where they don't have like an option to change.
Shift.
Yeah.
But like going back like to the actual starting place of the Naga.
Yeah.
They were born from I'm gonna mess these names up pretty bad. So
let's just get that out of the way now, because
some of these are
like Hindu and Buddhist names with a lot of consonants in a row.
So they were born from Kayup. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but and his then third wife, Kadru, right?
That was easy.
That was actually pretty.
That was not so bad.
Pretty easy one. Now, referring to like the actual legends of the birth of the Naga, Kadru had given birth to 1,000 Nagas.
That's about right.
Yeah, it sounds.
Because what I remember from snakes is from Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom, where they cut the snake open and they're eating it at dinner.
Oh yeah,
and like the fucking like
dozens
thousands
of
of snakes come out. Dude, there was like hundreds of those sons of bitches. Why did it have to be snakes?
Yeah.
But anyways, man. But out of the 1,000 that were born, there was 4 different races that came out. One was like a primitive dragon type, like in the European stories. They could breathe fire,
right?
Hoard and gold and all that.
I don't get it.
Yes.
I just don't get it. Why are they doing that? I would like to know why. Why are you hoarding gold and jewels? It doesn't make any sense to me. Why not people?
Because a dragon would understand the value of the gold, and that's why they want it.
All right.
Well, the dragon's waiting for the price of gold to go up,
Those
So
are
you can
all
sell it all,
acceptable
move
answers, but
to-
I'm just gonna
So
take
when they
it.
hit it,
I'm just gonna take it so we can move the fuck
to
on
his
from it.
retirement home.
yeah. And I want the rest. I want the remainder in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But next, there was a spiritual type who are the guardians of sunken treasure in the ocean. So
Okay.
I can see that.
It's a seafaring place.
It's kind. Yeah, I can kind of see that though. Them things being in the ocean.
And they like we were talking about earlier, they could take on the half human appearance.
Right.
So to me, it kind of sounds like mermaid-ish,
Mermaid.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Like-
All right.
like an Eastern version of the mermaid.
Okay.
I mean, I can see with that snake body easily gliding through that water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Snakes can swim like a motherfucker, man. Like they can
Yeah,
swim
they
real
can.
good, dude.
But
Yeah,
there was
you-
go on.
You ain't getting away from them just because you jump in the water.
No.
So snakes ain't no joke.
No, you piss them off enough.
I mean, depending on where
they're-
you see the snake, there's probably snakes in the fucking water too.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So you got nowhere to go.
But there was a third type. They were called the divine Nagas.
All right.
And they could travel from earth to heaven whenever they pleased. Right? And they come from the divine realm of Lord Indra.
Okay.
And these are the ones who could they could actually take on full human form if they wanted.
Right. But why wouldn't they just always look like that?
Well, think about
Because
it like
they're
this.
half snake people who are vastly superior to any human. And they
Right.
can do as they please, I suppose.
Right.
Well, I mean, you can look at it like this too. I mean, if you're gonna reveal yourself or leave, divine messages to people,
Mm.
you'd be a lot more convincing as a half human, half snake than just as your fully human form.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever.
And
Like,
again,
listen to
too, you
this
got to
psycho.
remember about that description where even in human form, they'd also have several like hoods.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
too.
Okay. Didn't think
Yeah.
about that.
Well, I guess if you're like talking to like a regular looking dude, and he's like, I'm a fucking half snake. Believe me. You know?
You're not gonna
You're like,
believe it.
come on,
Sure
buddy.
you are.
Yeah, come on. Knock it off.
Get
That's
outta here.
insane.
Sure you are.
But finally, there was the Supreme Naga class.
Okay.
These were the most powerful of the Naga races. They were able to set off storms, rain, create land from the oceans. And one of the Supreme Naga is known as Vasuki.
Okay.
And he was a follower of Lord Shiva.
Shiva's the one with like 8 arms, right?
Yeah.
And that's like the
Yeah.
one, like the got like god of war and shit.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, because she's the one that's got like all the fucking heads on a necklace and shit.
Actually,
Like
there
that-
was
Fucking dope ass necklace she's got on.
I believe that Vasuki is the one who hangs from her neck.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a big fan of him and vice versa.
Okay.
On that particular part. But he's so powerful that he is able to combat like the Naga's eternal enemy. This it's another semi-divine creature known as Garuda.
Garuda.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And he is an eagle like sunbird
Okay.
in a sense.
Of course,
And he's the king of the birds. Like of all birds ever, he's the king of them.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like Aquaman is king of the fish.
Yeah.
You know? That's
But
a useless,
I
it's a
don't know.
useless power.
I mean, I kind of get it. What's a snake's biggest enemy?
Yeah, an eagle.
Yeah.
Eagle, hawk.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
true.
thing.
Yeah,
So,
he
I mean,
too
you know,
has
Well, we even do that, and don't we have like some symbols in America that are like the eagle eating the snake and shit?
yeah.
yes.
So on the dollar bill.
Yeah. Let's
You
go
don't
with
fucking
yes.
know. You don't know.
Yeah. That's
I don't know. It's been a long time since I'm broke. All right, I'm poor.
I thought you were gonna go the opposite way with that.
No.
I haven't seen a dollar bill because I'm
I'm
not
so
poor.
rich. Yeah, I'm so rich. I don't even need to look at my money.
No. Quite the opposite, in fact.
And matter of fact, can I borrow $5? I mean,
Yeah. Right
now that
after
we're
this,
talking-
I need to talk to y'all for a minute.
do you have PayPal? Let's start there.
No, but Garuda is shown as like a giant white eagle,
Okay.
and he could also be like human form.
Okay.
Oh, the bird too.
Yeah,
Yeah, he, like
Okay.
all those like super powerful
They can
things can
shape-shift at
become
will.
shape to like human form. Again, I think
he's-
it's in an attempt to like humanize them and kind of relate a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Yeah, make him
you know?
more relatable.
Yeah.
but he is, the forever enemy of all snakes. There we go.
Oh, the
Was that
dude
Harry
from
Potter slipping
Harry Potter.
Nerd slipped out of me here for a second. Hey,
Dude,
but
it's really showing today, man. Like, I mean, it's like it's front and center.
but dude, like he said to roam the universe, destroying evil wherever
Okay.
he finds it.
Oh,
And
Alright.
the quarrel between Garuda and the Naga started with Garuda's mother, and she married Garuda's mother and the Naga's mother. I should clarify on that.
okay.
They both married the same deity, the same guy,
Right.
right?
Okay. Classic.
And yeah, especially back then. The husband gave each wife one wish apiece, right? The Naga's mother, Kadru, asked for 1,000 children. Like we already mentioned. And Garuda's mother wanted 2 children to be superior to all the Naga.
1,000 kids? Is she
Yeah.
insane? That's
Well,
insane.
To a goddess, 1,000 kids probably ain't shit. You know what I mean?
A
Yeah, but
1,000 kids, dude.
to keep an eye on 1,000 kids with snake bodies.
Yeah.
Just
I
so
think they
many-
would just go, all right, bye, and just kind of forget about it. You know,
You're on
gods
your
are
own
known to
now.
do stuff like that. You know?
just like out snakes out in the wild. They're like, oh, you're born. See you.
Yep, bye.
Dude, that'd be insane. 1,000 kids.
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
Fucking serious?
But
I
they're
mean-
like, oh, go on.
No, go ahead.
All right.
It's like a really
Well-
ancient version of like that 18 and counting. You know what I mean? Where they just keep having fucking kids.
Over and over and over. But the rivalry continued until Garuda's mother lost a bet, right? And became the servant and prisoner of Kadru. Now, Garuda was able to free his mother by stealing the nectar of the immortality and giving it from the gods and giving it to the Naga. That's how he was able to secure her freedom.
Okay. So it was like a bargain.
Yeah, exactly. It was a ransom.
Okay.
And he swore vengeance for his mother's treatment and has been the enemy of the Naga ever since.
Well, I
So
mean,
they kind of like Kadru and the Naga kidnapped his mother. He had to
Okay.
do some sort of feat to get him back. And he's
Yeah.
like, fuck you.
yeah, now he's fucking pissed.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo,
I'm gonna fuck every last one of you up.
yeah, somebody's gonna fucking pay for this.
And it's like all serpents too. Like not even just a Naga. He's like, I just fucking hate gardener
Yeah,
snakes.
Yeah, now I hate 'em all.
Yeah.
Now you're all gonna pay
Fucking
for that.
eels and shit. Done.
He like the Beastmaster. Rah, rah.
Right.
And then all of a sudden they come, there's just hordes of them come flying in.
It's just, 1,000 kids, dude. I mean, you feel like you could have took
I
that dude
believe
out,
too,
you
she
know?
had them all at once.
Fuck.
I could be mistaken on that one, but I
No
do-
wonder why he had 2 wives.
Yeah.
The first one's not going to be much use after that.
Yeah, it was a very smart move to, marry one wife that's half snake and the other one that's half bird. I mean, no, they already hate each other.
I mean, it's just why 1,000? It's just pick a more reasonable number. It's very unreasonable.
4.
Yeah, it can be
Let's
like
start with 4. If
the
that
2.5
goes well,
kids,
we'll go up
you
to
know?
6. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you gotta kind of think about it like this, man. They gotta be able to account for, the Naga of the forest and the Naga of the oceans and the Naga,
Yeah, that's true.
that way they're not seeing the same four every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then they'd be like, yo, how the fuck are them four getting around everywhere?
Oh Jesus, look at this guy. I wonder if one of them was called Commander.
he just directed the rest of them.
Cobra Man Commander. Yeah.
Yeah.
You fools.
That took a second, man.
I knew
Oh,
what
that's
you were
hilarious.
saying. I just didn't.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It was everything he used to always say. You fools.
Why the
You
fuck
can't
do
say
I gotta
something
be
like that.
why the fuck do I gotta be the Naga of the desert? That fucking sucks, man.
It's hot as fuck out here.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck, dude?
There ain't no water.
Yeah, they're like, this is fucking ridiculous. What's the other guy gets the ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gruder's whooping my ass because I got nowhere to hide.
Yeah. I'm like the Naga of the Bahamas. Yeah, it's like, motherfucker.
Ugh.
All right, so like the Hindu and Buddhist accounts of these creatures are incredibly vast. You know what I mean? Like if you look at any of those, like Hindu and Buddhist, like I guess Bibles, for lack of a better description, I mean they're fucking thick, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean they are thick. I mean there's a lot going on in those things. I mean, for instance, there's a story of like when the Nagas, when the 1,000 were born, like that was like too many. You know what I mean? There was just too many of them at this point. And then
They were like breeding,
yeah,
like making more and more and more.
yeah, and then they started tormenting humans, which they weren't supposed to do. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be more like helpful creatures, unless you really piss them off. But they were just doing it for fun. Is what it sounds like. You know, they're just like,
Because
well,
they could.
yeah,
Because
might
like,
as well mess with
Yeah,
this
we got
dude.
powers, so fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. And because the numbers got out of control and they started messing with people too much, their grandfather, Lord Brahma, well, he's a big deal too. I believe it's definitely in Hindu.
Yeah, he's a big.
I think he's like one of the upper echelon dudes. He's like a don't fuck with guy.
I think he's like a Zeus, Poseidon, Hades kind of guy. Like,
yeah, that's what I was
one
thinking
of the
too.
big ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
top dog.
Yeah.
And he was so kind of like repulsed by what the Nagas were doing to people that he's like, all right, I'm going to curse you guys with like annihilation. Like, I'm just going to just take all of you out.
Kill every last one of you.
Well, they don't. So that's the thing. They don't really. He doesn't kill them. It's more of an exile kind of situation.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Where he's like, all right, well, I'm not going to kill you, but you're not going to be up here fucking with people anymore. You know what I mean? Because if they're tormenting them and stuff, who are they going to blame?
Yeah, they're
Back in them days, the gods are
gods.
the gods are mad. They're pissed off at us, and so it's like giving them like a bad name. It's like just bad reputation that they're getting messed with like that. I mean, the Nagas did beg for mercy, but Brahma, being as powerful he is, he's like, no, I already, what's done is done. You're gone. So he sent them to, of course, the underworld, but it's also known as Patala. There's no way that's probably not correct, but as far as the enunciation, but that's as close as I'm going to get. So in this realm, though, they're said to inhabit like the lowest level. So it's kind of like, like Dante's Inferno, where there's like different levels and shit like that. And I think like Chinese, that's like 100 hells. You know what I mean? Like the different kinds. Yeah, dude, it's like insane. But I also learned that from Big Trouble in Little China, so that might not be a fact.
Fair enough. Yeah, maybe. I'll take that one with a grain of salt then.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, there's like a hell of knives, and then like a hell of the upside down man. Like, wow, that is insanely specific. Like,
Yeah. Go to hell.
Which one?
Like,
you have to be uber specific. Right?
Yeah. I mean, in the realm, like I said, they're said to inhabit like the lowest level of it, and it's appropriately named Nagaloka. I would assume probably named after them after they got there. And Nagaloka, when it's translated into like English words, literally means world of snakes, which again, these guys were really on the nose.
Yeah, I would say there's
quite
a
literal
surprise
with their descriptions. I mean, there was no innuendo or metaphor. It was just like, no, that's where the snakes live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yep. Okay.
That's where they all live, right there.
No interpretation
No.
needed.
No, nothing. They that's all they gave you. They're like, this is
Yeah.
exactly what it is. That's what we're gonna
Nothing
call it.
cryptic, nothing ominous.
Now they
Like, you
wanted
see
you
how
to
big this
understand.
fucking book is? I mean, you know how long it would take us to
Yeah, we got to get to the point.
get creative with all these things? Like, Jesus. And when, you know, like they were down there, I mean, it sounded bad, right? Like you're getting sent to the underworld. That never sounds like it's going to be a good thing, you know?
No, it's
No,
never a
it-
good time.
No, but this place was said to be like spectacularly ornamented. Precious gems everywhere, jewels, shit plated in gold. You know what I mean? But and I think that's a lot of like it goes back to that European version of like dragons and stuff. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
it was, that's what the kind of stuff. And if you notice, like in the other stories too, it's like, you know, that one specific race of the Naga were supposed to be like guarding treasure and shit.
Treasure. Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's always kind of wrapped up in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where like,
Yeah.
there's some sort of like monetary wealth that they're protecting or they're, you know, living in.
I mean, maybe the status of the wealth gave you your status as a Naga.
Yeah,
You know, I mean,
yeah, that's
I
true.
think when it comes to that, it's more about like power and
Mhm.
divinity.
Yeah,
I think when it comes to the Naga, it's about like it's more about who you are to the gods
yeah.
than anything.
It's all about who you know.
Pretty much.
yeah. It's always
And-
about who you know.
The place is ruled over by a powerful Naga named Vasuki, and we're gonna cover him actually here in a little bit more about that guy. But you know, after Brahma condemned them to the underworld, he was like, okay, you are only going to attack people that are truly evil and people who are going to die prematurely.
Wow.
Well,
what
that
the-
sounds like
God,
they're
dude.
the cause.
Like they
That
just
sounds like
got,
they would be the cause
God,
of the early
dude.
death. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's
Like
shitty,
if you
man.
didn't bite me, you motherfucker, I would have lived to be 80.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, dude, you know,
Yeah.
it was like, oh yeah, he's doing really good. He's like a superhero almost.
Yeah,
And then, oh no.
no, he's gonna die.
And the ones that are die prematurely.
Yeah, him, that guy. I mean, it's just like they don't got it bad enough.
It's like, God damn, bro. It's bad enough you attacking the evil, but now just prematurely, like, do you just pick random people?
Yeah. The guy, like
I
his
think
wife
it's kinda
left,
like
you know,
the
fucking
Greek
kids are
thing.
gone. He owes
Yeah.
like, you know, $800 a month in child support. He's like, that guy's gonna die soon.
Car payments. He's gonna die anyway.
He's gonna
Yeah.
jump
Heart
off
attack,
a fucking
stress.
building. Yeah, he's gonna jump right off a building, dude. You might as well just get him.
Yeah,
I'm on
just
it.
take him out now.
He's done anyways.
Save him the trouble.
More like a mercy killing at this point.
Yeah.
That poor guy.
God, what a fucked up duality though, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's like you get born into divinity and then led
Well,
to
there's a
obscurity,
lot of
you know?
stories like that, dude, where like you're loved by the gods and then you get a little too cocky
Yep,
and you get cursed by the gods.
yep.
Then that curse never goes away.
It's
It's
always
not like a
the
pu-
same
it's not like
story
a
too. Like,
time
no
out.
matter where you are or what
Yeah.
religion you're in, almost. You know what I mean? Is that you better do what you're told or else.
Or
Yeah.
else.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
I mean,
it's
I've
almost-
never met a god that wasn't a prick.
no.
No,
In
they're
one
all
form
pretty
or another.
No.
spiteful in their own way.
Kratos is an asshole
Yeah.
and a terrible parent.
I mean, yeah.
You
Zeus
want
was
to talk
an
to me
asshole.
about
He is.
you want
mean
to talk
as
to me about
shit.
fucking Kratos? He's
Mean as
fucking
shit to
ass.
that kid.
I don't even think he understood what you were saying there.
I don't.
About
I didn't.
Kratos?
I never played it. I was at Justin's house watching him play it, and that's how I learned. I picked up the story
Kratos is a fucking video game character.
from
Yeah,
God of
from
War.
Gods of War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From God of War. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't play that. Yeah. I'm an Xbox guy.
No, you're a Madden guy, and that's where it ends.
And Hitman.
Yeah.
Madden
And
and
Hitman.
Hitman.
Madden and Hitman, bro. I love them both.
Dude, this dude's so far into Madden, dude. It's like androids are playing.
The
It's so
game
far in the
ran out of
future.
faces.
It's
Yeah,
just,
dude,
characters.
everybody's fake. Like they're all
It's-
made up players.
it's just a bunch of slender men out there like running around like faceless.
It's like 2048.
It's like that. It's like he's in the actual time of like Blade Runner. You know? Like, it's fucking insane.
It's like all nothing but Fox NFL robots playing.
Do they have? They got Nagas in it. It's just crazy.
Werewolves, the whole nine.
Werewolves, vampires.
A little bit back on track here. All right. There are 3 truly notable Naga in the faiths that believe in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's Shisha, also known as Ananta,
Yeah.
who in the Hindu story of creation supports Vishnu and acts as a steed. And there was one where I saw he acts more like his bed almost too.
Okay,
Yeah,
He
like
sleeps
he
on top of him.
He also rides, but then again,
Yeah.
he sleeps on top of him.
Yeah, they. But the next one here is who we actually just mentioned was Vasuki, or the Lord of the Snakes. Besides being the leader of the Naga in the realm of Nagaloka, it is said that he was also used as. I always laughed every single time I read this part. He was used as a rope to stir the oceans during something called Sagar Manthan.
Yep. I'm
You
rolling with
guess it. But he was just used as a fucking just spinning.
I mean, it's kind of like them workout ropes, where you see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
I
the
think he was
gym.
more used like a whisk almost.
Well, he's stirring it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
I don't
like
know,
stir
every
my
time I
coffee with
read
a
about
fucking
it,
piece of
I
rope.
just-
I mean, see
But
these stories, man. Like, what are you talking
I mean,
about?
that's
I
a hell
think
of a
they
way
make
to
a
get-
lot more sense, I think, in the time period they were created
Of
than they
course they
would
do.
now, But but that is actually like a very important part of like the Hindu creation story,
Mhm.
is actually stirring the oceans like that. When Lord Shiva performed the cosmic dance of creation and Cam
Popping and locking and
Henu, in this thing called, I'm sure it's Cammed Henu,
Yep.
Henu, or the cow was born, and Nadi the bull. Yeah, he
Right.
drank from Vasuki's venom in an attempt to save Lord Shiva's life, and thus all of creation.
That's a lot to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you were just born. You were drinking fucking
Yeah,
venom.
now
and
you're like,
stuff?
here's poison.
Yeah, drink this venom.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Like Nagaloka too seems like a Ricky Martin song or something.
living
Living
Nagaloka.
The Nagaloka.
Either way, man, it's still living good, right? I mean, it's got gold and gems and jewels and
That's a joke 25 years in the making right there. That's what that was.
But
that's gonna
lastly,
age. That's gonna age well.
Yeah.
there's one called Takshaka,
Mhm.
or Takshaka, and who is he's like a tribal chief of the Naga.
So he's like a chieftain. He kind of
Yeah.
is like top dog.
Exactly.
Him and Vasuki seem to be
Yeah,
like the top
I think
folks.
like Vasuki's like number one. Takshaka here is like number two
Okay.
in that term,
Right.
and he appears in the Mahabharata.
Mahabharata.
Sorry,
Yeah.
there you go. And his tale was so great that his legends spread to both Chinese and Japanese lore. Now, that's something I do want to mention too, is that a lot of Asian countries have Naga in their myths.
I figured you bring it up because I had Japanese.
Yeah.
But no,
But I
really,
mean,
they're like
but,
a
you know-
lot of these countries
Oh
feature
yeah,
Naga.
yeah.
Like they
Oh
spread
yeah, I mean,
out.
Japanese and Chinese,
over.
you know, the
They were
snake
right
and the
there.
dragon.
They traded
Yeah.
with each other and shit. So you know, it's like their stories are gonna travel too.
And there's
Absolutely.
slight variations in them.
That's
Yeah,
just like the
some
game of
think that
telephone, dude.
They're more they're more evil. Some others think they're more good.
Well, I mean, like, you know, like you were just saying, like even in the
Powers
Japanese and
different.
Chinese cultures, you know, I mean, most dragons are, you know, benevolent.
Yeah.
I mean, because, you know, the snake and dragon is a huge part of their culture. And usually, you know, very
you go
rarely
over to
is it
European-
something bad.
And dragons are usually evil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
the
the gold
Japanese ones
orders.
got like the cool like hipster.
Mustaches.
Mustaches.
Their mustaches. Don't even need wings to fly.
Yeah, that's true. I just thought about that. Yeah, they don't. That doesn't make any sense.
It's all
You
magic.
know, but then the European
Oh,
dragons,
that's
you know,
that's
there's-
the catch-all.
Yep.
well, yeah, they're,
If you don't know what
magic.
it is, magic.
Yeah, they're
All right.
deities. So I mean,
And
you know,
all
no explanation. No explanation
Exactly.
needed.
no. And all
Yeah, and then, of
conspiracy
course,
theories,
It's lazy
all
writing.
myths, all stories. If you don't understand it, it's magic.
Is magic.
It's just
Space magic. All right.
Fuck, space magic too. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I
I'm
mean, think
barely
about it,
grasping
you know,
Earth magic.
The evil European dragon, you know, they stole gold and princesses,
Yeah,
but in every other culture, dragons are benevolent and cool and like laid back.
yeah.
That's because the Europeans are just fucked in the head. Everything was evil.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
was out to get you.
Everything was bad. Yeah, everything was out to get out to kill you. Everything's after your soul.
Yeah.
You know,
Correct
they
me if I'm
got people
wrong,
by the
but didn't
hundreds of
it?
thousands.
But didn't like the most horrible shit happen to the Europeans like all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
No
you?
wonder why all their stories are shit.
Like
You know
the
what I mean?
Dark
Like,
Ages
fuck, this sucks, man.
and like
Yeah,
the
but they
bubonic
usually
plague.
brought it upon themselves. Like even the bubonic plague was them killing off cats because they thought they were the minions of the devil.
They are.
Yeah.
But
Look what happened.
I mean, I'm not arguing that fact. I'm just saying.
I mean, think
Yeah.
about it, dude. You got the fucking Spanish Inquisition. You got the Black Plague. You got the Dark Ages. You got
Multiple crusades.
multiple crusades. You got fucking Hitler. I mean, you got all that shit going on. I
It
mean,
was just
fuck, man.
nonstop. The Viking invasions.
Yeah.
That shit sucks.
God.
Must have been nice to have like nice dragons
Yeah.
who like sit down and talk to you.
Yeah. These other cultures are like, fuck all that, man.
Well, I think
Yeah.
if you like
Our dragons
gather-
are chill as shit.
I think if you gather all the balls, they give you like a wish or something.
Become your final Super Saiyan form. And there you have it.
Oh yeah. But these creatures, you know, their tales are still recognized and celebrated, right?
Yeah.
Like to this day.
Absolutely. I believe
There's
that
a-
100%.
There's actually a festival known as Nag Panchami.
Right. So like Nag is Naga,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Panchami is where they were born, like the land they were born in.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, I didn't
know
connect that.
Yeah, I didn't actually know that.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't connect that.
you know,
Well, it's
That's why
good
you
of
make
you
the
to
big bucks.
contribute every now and again to the conversation.
it was nothing for me.
Yeah. But you know, that celebrates the birth of the Naga as a race.
Right.
That's what that celebration's for. Now during this festival, there's images of cobras are worshipped. You know, they're there to represent the Naga.
Get a less dangerous snake.
Yeah, I was about to say, what the fuck kind of animal, you know, what's next? A hyena? Like, you know,
Yeah.
fucking like a cobra, bro. You ever see one of those king cobras? Them things
Yeah.
are humongous.
Yeah, but if
So
you
would
got
that
a
make
flu,
the
you're
snake
fine.
charmers? So are snake charmers essentially,
The music doesn't
Worship-
actually play a part in it.
I mean,
It's just the
worshiping the
movement.
Naga?
No.
You think
Not
that's
that
how
I-
the
not
snake
that I-
charmer
not
might
that I
have
ever
started?
heard.
Do snakes
It might
have
have
ears?
No.
Like maybe they're thinking if they could charm a snake, a cobra, they can charm a naga.
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
The snakes don't have ears, so they the music actually doesn't play a part in it. It's the movement of it.
So it's all
Okay.
bullshit,
Yes.
man.
All
That
smoke
bums
and
me
mirrors.
out. I don't like that. That
Yeah,
bums me
kind of
out.
did too. Yeah, that kind of bummed me out. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, really?
it
I
bums
didn't
me
know
out
that,
big
man.
time.
I thought they were because it's always like the same song. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Every
that's
time you
Because the
see
song
it.
doesn't matter. It's
Well, there's
just
only
like-
one hole on it.
It's branding.
Yeah.
It's branding. Yeah.
Hey, man, that was brilliant marketing because they had me.
But some of the offerings, yeah, some of the more common ones, yeah, they're milk, sweets like candy and stuff like that, and lotus flowers presented in silver bowls.
Yeah, I always think when I think snakes, I think milk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially
Or
lotus
sweets.
flowers in silver bowls. Like
Yeah,
those go hand to hand. I got 4 of them in my closet right now.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, I
waiting
can
on-
honestly say I've never seen a snake walk up and ask me for a Snickers bar.
yeah.
Or you know, I mean, a Hershey's. You're like, yo, bro, you got a Hershey's Kiss or something?
Nope. I got this milk though.
Yeah, I got this milk. I got these other sweets, but
I got Werther's Originals. You know? You want some of them?
Oh God. And that's when a drought comes.
yeah. That motherfucker gave me a Halls. God.
Yeah.
Burn his village down.
There's a fucking flood, asshole.
I wanted a Charleston chew. This motherfucker. I wanted a Fifth Avenue.
And the shit better be in a silver bowl.
It's always
put-
so
put-
specific. It's
to put-
always so specific, man.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
somehow it always involves like, precious metal.
Yes.
Like, you ever notice
yeah.
that in
Yeah.
every religion?
Yes.
It's like somehow involves
like
some
super
kind of precious
expensive
metal.
to be a part of this religion.
Yeah.
You need gold and silver at all times.
Yeah.
And most of the
How much-
followers are, in fact, probably
Poor.
poor. Yeah.
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 They're offering sticks.
What was that?
I said they're offering sticks and rocks, and the guys are
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Nah, man, I want some gold nuggets. You ain't got no gems.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're dirt farmers, but I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I'm a guy with bling.
Well, that's the thing too, is that the Nagas were actually said to have jewels embedded in their hoods.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that'd make it even more dazzling. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, that was part
was-
of like when they would see him, people would be kind of like blown away. You know what I mean? Not just because he's looking at a fucking snake monster. You know what I mean? They also are all like
Blinged
Jeweled.
out.
fucking glistening in the sun, you know?
Fucking bejeweled.
Yeah, they're bejeweled.
Yeah, that giant cobra is bedazzled. Like,
You see that Naga? That shit's wearing a tiara, dude. Like, it's just, like, beautiful.
like, where did he get the jewels?
But I mean,
From all the fucking
It's
poor
to be-
people giving them all their possessions.
Yeah,
That's where he fucking got it.
it's like, let me see, eat or donate it to the god.
Yeah,
Eat or donate it to eat forever.
Yep.
that's easy.
Here,
donated to the god.
yeah, donate it to the half snake.
Yeah. I mean, it's like to be expected though that during this festival, there are a number of Naga that are honored, and there's some that are honored more like above the rest,
Right.
including some of the two of the ones we already talked about, which is Vasuki and Ananta.
Yeah, Vasuki seems like the badass.
Yeah, Vasuki is definitely like
Yeah, he does. Is it? I mean, his name gets mentioned a
he's-
lot.
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. He's
I
like
mean,
the
if you're
top guy.
hanging like if you're the necklace of a god, I mean, you can't get aim.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty like
Like, oh yeah,
badass.
you get to go watch the treasure, but I'm hanging out with Shiva or Shiva.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
it's
diff-
only his
We're
head.
not the same, bro.
That's only his
yeah,
fucking
like,
head.
we're on a whole different level. You ain't got clearance for this.
Yeah.
Check me out, dude. I don't even got a body no more. I'm just a fucking head on a piece of
Yeah.
rope around this fucking chick's neck.
No, it wasn't his whole body was used as the rope. Like he wasn't his head attached to a rope.
Yeah, his whole snake body.
Like imagine taking the head of a snake and just whipping it through the water. And then she just like throw him around her neck and wear him like a necklace.
I thought she had heads on her necklace though. See what I'm saying? Like, is it just his fucking head on her necklace, or is he
No,
like
Vasuki in general? I don't know
draped
about
around
the
like a
heads
fucking,
for her because
you
I didn't
know?
look into her very much.
like a sash?
Vasuki was, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
He's like a scarf.
Right. That's what. Yeah. Like an ascot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not dead or anything like that. He's still he's draped around her neck.
Well, I gotta tell you, man. Like, I didn't know jack all about Nagas.
Actually,
Before
I
we
learned a
did
lot
this.
about like the Hindu mythology, like gods and everything.
They got some cool shit going on, man.
Yeah, the Hindu pantheon is like, I mean, just doing the research for the Naga, man, it is vast.
Yeah. Well, it's like what's cool to me too is like that in the Mahabharata, that's where they talk about Vimanas, like the flying saucers and shit.
Yep.
To bring everything I talk about back to aliens.
Oh, right
somehow.
back to aliens.
Yeah.
But, but like their shit is awesome, dude. Like it's like awesome, like cool visuals and stuff too.
In that book too, they talk about like the Vimanas, like the huge like sky battles they'd have, right?
Yeah. It's awesome.
In these floating castles, I think is how it's mentioned in the book.
Yeah, I mean, you're using the terminology of the time.
Yeah.
They're not going to tell you it's a fucking UFO.
No.
From Pleiades. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to, they don't know that. I mean, shit, they're talking to half snakes. They don't know what the fuck's going on.
They're preoccupied. Right
Yeah.
They got better things to worry about.
Yeah. Like giving any money they have away immediately.
To the snake people.
To the snake people.
All right, everybody. Well, that is Nagas, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay. Pretty cool fucking creatures, dude.
It is.
I will say.
I mean, even this this legend alone is vast. I mean, you could barely touch on it.
Yeah, like when I was looking at it, dude, like I had to really like stick to like the Buddhism and Hinduism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if not, it was like there's so many like other religions that also mention them.
Right. Well,
you'd just be going on with the list of them.
Yeah. I mean, as always, y'all follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook at Gamma Ray Podcast, follow us on YouTube as well at Gamma Ray Podcast, and we will talk to you next week.
Yeah. See y'all later.
Y'all have a good one.
Bye.
Later.